And I'm smiling and I am welcoming you to Morning Meditations with Seatfm. Hello, everyone. My name is Reverend Jerry Hobby. I serve as the Spiritual Director of Spiritual Enlightenment and Truth Focused Ministry. And this is a glorious day. We get an opportunity to be a beneficial presence in the world. And so as we move into this space this morning, I'm inviting you to simply move into the space of breathing, into the heart space. And as we move into the heart space this morning, we breathe and we support healing and allow it to take place everywhere. So this morning, as we're breathing and we're allowing for healing to take place everywhere, we simply remember that we can always be a beneficial presence. And in this very moment, we allow for the breath of life to be the calming of the seas, the anchoring and the loving presence with Mother Earth. And we allow also for peace to prevail and the nature of the infinite, we might call God, we might call it life force, we may call it Holy Spirit, we may call it just plain love, to fulfill itself in every nook and cranny of this thing called life. And in this very moment, we're allowing for Hawaii, Alaska, Japan, all of our Polynesian countries and islands, anything that is a part of the Pacific coast, to be a space of healing for the balance of life. Let's continue to breathe as we bring them in, those that have sought higher ground because of the tsunami, giving thanks for the downgrade of the tsunami to an advisory. And giving thanks for the nature of God, the nature of love, the nature of life. Breathe. Let's sit a little bit more in the silence before we begin. Our reading this morning comes from 365, Science of Mind, a Year of Daily Wisdom from Ernest Holmes. And today's reading is entitled, I Am Enriched by the Abundance of God. We start first with Malachi chapter 3, verse 10. Prove me now herewith, said the Lord of hosts, if I will pour open the windows of heaven and pour out a blessing, that there shall not be room enough to receive it. I'm inviting you to breathe those words in right now as we step into a place of the unlimited nature of the infinite. Ernest Holmes writes, what a promise this is, as though the divine were issuing a challenge to each of us, saying, perhaps things are better than they appear to be. Have you ever really tried having confidence in the Spirit? Have you ever experienced with your own mind to see if you could come to a place where you believe there is good enough to go around? It is as though the prophet were telling us that even the divine bounty itself, lavish and extravagant as it must be, awaits our acceptance. Possibly, we've been holding our bowl of acceptance and our chalice of life upside down, so that even the fruit and the wine of the Spirit cannot be poured into it. Yet the windows of heaven must forever be open. Today, I open the window of my own soul, that the windows of heaven may pour into my experience a blessing greater than I am able to receive. Nor would I withhold the blessing from others, as assuredly it comes to me, just as surely will it go forth, multiplied and increase, to heal and help, to bless and enrich, gladden others. Today, my faith, my hope, my expectancy looks up and out and beholds a limitless abundance, present everywhere, glowing through all things, a limitless love giving of itself to everything, an infinite peace enveloping all, and behind it all and around it and through it, a joy forever sings the song of happiness and fulfillment. This is my day. This is my heaven. This is my life. This is my God. In it will I put my trust. I invite you to just embrace those words this morning. And as you embrace these words for yourself, we're inviting you to anchor it as a way of life, as that divine energy and influencer within all of humanity. Again, our reading comes from 365 Science of Mind, a year of daily wisdom from Ernest Holmes. Today's reading is entitled, I Am Enriched by the Abundance of God. Prove me now herewith, said the Lord of hosts, if I will not open the windows of heaven and pour out a blessing, that there shall not be room enough to receive it. That came from Malachi, chapter 3, verse 10. Ernest Holmes writes, what a promise this is, as though the divine were issuing a challenge to each of us and saying, perhaps things are better than they appear to be. Have you ever really tried having confidence in the Spirit? Have you experimented with your own mind to see if you could come to a place where you really believe there is good enough to go around? It is as though the prophet were telling us that even the divine bounty itself, lavish and extravagant as it must be, awaits our acceptance. Possibly, we have been holding our bowl of acceptance and our chalice of life upside down, so that even the fruit and the wine of spirit cannot be poured into it. Yet, the window of heaven must forever be open. Today, I open the window of my own soul so that the window of heaven may pour into my experience a new, a greater than blessing than I am able to receive. Nor would I withhold this blessing from others, for as surely as it comes to me, just as surely will it go forth multiplied and increase to heal and help, to bless and enrich, to gladden others. Today, my faith, my hope, my expectancy of good looks up and out and beholds the limitless abundance present everywhere, flowing through all things, a limitless love, giving of itself everything, an infinite peace enveloping all, and behind it all and around it all and through it, a joy forever singing a song of happiness and fulfillment. This is my day. This is my heaven. This is my life. This is my God. In it, I will put my trust. And in this consciousness, right here, right now, we open ourselves up in a greater way. We allow for the presence of abundance to flow and fulfill itself in all possible ways. And as we allow for that abundance and the richness of the divine to flow and fulfill itself, we acknowledge the blessing and know that that blessing is all inclusive, that we are a part of it, that the divine is ever expanding and growing itself. So in this sacred space, right here, right now, we give thanks for its blessing, the creativity, the divine spark that reveals itself. It enlivens itself. It supports itself. We give thanks for the beauty of it in its generosity as it continues to increase abundantly, just like squash on the vine, growing in abundance. We acknowledge the same abundance that is fully orbed within each and every one of us. And we acknowledge its expression, its fulfillment in practical ways within our experience. So wherever we're at in our consciousness, I'm declaring today as a day of abundance, a day where the infinite grows in exponential ways. It is the abundance of squash on the vine, the abundance of the fruits of life. It is the toiling of the lilies of the field. It is the blossoms, the beautiful poppy seed blossoms, unfolding and expressing itself. We acknowledge this abundance in its variety. We acknowledge it as that force that is ever expanding. We're giving thanks right now for this blessing fulfilling itself within our physical bodies, its perfect health, as divine love in action in all of our relationships, and the healthy essence unfolding and growing in itself, care and peace and harmony, and the exchange remembering our unity. And we acknowledge that same power and same presence as the creative spark that is soul fulfilling in the work, the way we show up in the world, the way we serve, and we acknowledge this divine presence as the infinite storehouse of good. We acknowledge it within our finances, our bank account. We acknowledge it as the divine presence that we invest in, knowing that all needs are already met, knowing that the blessings are all around us. And with faith, we open our eyes and we allow courageously for the inner eye to expand itself as divine truth within our outer eyes and our outer experience. We experience the abundant nature of God in action. And I'm so grateful this morning for its fulfillment. And I'm grateful for every single being that is open, receptive, and awake to this infinite bounty of good. And I'm so grateful right now for this blessing that has touched the entire universe. And it is in this space, right here, right now, that I release these words into the action of universal law. And together we affirm. And so it is. And now it is. Amen. Amen. Ashe.
Happy Wednesday.
Happy Wednesday. It is Happy Wednesday. And Happy Wednesday means great things happen. So we're going to continue to sow this seed, these seeds, and allow them to expand. So here's some things that are unfolding. We have many opportunities to be a blessing in the world. So we will be sharing with you a meditation. If it is not live, it will be posted for you to see at noontime. And then we're going to come together live at 6:30. And that live experience at 6:30 will be a leap of perception. The way we experience abundance is expanding our perspective and allowing for divine ideas, the divine awareness of the infinite to grow itself within you and for you to see with open eyes. We just had the tsunami and we just had the earthquake, and there is the tsunami warning. Years ago, there's the story about this big wave coming. And the big wave that was coming, there were people that were set in their own ways. They could not see it coming. But those with fresh eyes were able to see. And because of that, they were able to help people move to higher ground. When we talk about abundance and growth, when we talk about expanding our footprint, we're moving to a higher ground. So I just wanted to plant that seed today. I'm inviting you to consider that. I'd love for you to come and check us out. We have a lot of great things taking place. And August is dedicated in September dedicated to moving to higher ground because we're going to be working with prosperity and abundance. And I'm inviting you to check us out at seatfm.org because you'll be getting more information on that and how you can participate in our Prosperity Plus program. I'm going to invite you to have a great day. And if you are liking what we're doing, we're at the end of a special campaign, and that campaign is to expand our technology so we can do what we're doing right now. I'm going to invite you, we're going to post the information. You can participate by making a direct donation to our tech program, or you can purchase Double Good Popcorn and enjoy Double Good Popcorn. We will benefit from it, and we are a day away from the close of it. And when I say a day away, I'm saying 24 hours away from the close of it. We'll be reminding you you only have an hour tomorrow morning to get and participate in that particular way. It will support our program and it will support children with special needs. I thank you all, and I'm thanking you in advance for your prayers, your support, and your grace and your giving nature, knowing that it returns to you pressed down, running over, and multiplied. Thank you all. I'm going to say goodbye to YouTube right now.